Today you're going to discover a simple routine to slash your stroke risk. We're walking through a full day of stroke prevention habits. Simple stuff, nothing extreme, just easy, realistic adjustments that protect your brain, your heart, and your quality of life, all without hijacking your schedule. Most people hear stroke prevention and think of cutting out salt or taking pills. Maybe exercise if they're feeling ambitious. And sure, that helps. But truly reducing your risk doesn't just come down to one or two big choices. It's the micro habits, the daily rituals, the stuff you do without thinking that can either raise your risk or slash it. I'll show you what to do, step by step, starting with a 30-second habit while you're still in bed. By the end, you'll have a full day's plan that's easy and actually works. Plus, some of these tips will leave you with steadier energy, fewer aches and pains, better digestion, and more control over your blood pressure, blood sugar, and sleep. So stick around. Okay, let's start in bed. Before your feet even touch the floor, you want to wake up properly. Most people never give this a second thought until it's too late, but it's potentially the most consequential moment of your life. Trust me, if you've never suffered a pinched nerve, count yourself extremely lucky. Before jumping out of bed, take 30 seconds to gently wake up your body. Wiggle your ankles, rock your torso, stretch your legs, or pull your knees into your chest. Just some super subtle movements, whatever feels good. This ritual is incredibly nourishing, but more importantly, it prepares your body for movement. In the UK alone, 20,000 people are injured each year getting out of bed. Yup, it's a surprisingly vulnerable moment, and if it happens, your ability to exercise or do anything healthy vanishes in an instant. It leaves people bedridden and can ultimately kickstart a common cycle of elevated blood pressure, pain, sleepless nights, and the resulting increased stroke risk. It's sad and wasteful. But life can and does change, just like that for some people. All preventable, all avoidable. That's why this 30-second habit is so valuable. No matter your age or current physical condition, it can save your body. While you're stretching, you might like to take the opportunity to set your intentions for the day. Remind yourself of a goal, or repeat a mantra. I embrace this day as a gift is a simple yet powerful one to repeat. As we'll get to later, stress is another big stroke factor that most people don't address, so this 30-second routine can be exponentially good. Moving on, once you're out of bed, it's time to hydrate and stretch a little more. Your blood is over 90% water, and when you don't drink enough, it becomes thicker and more prone to clotting. During sleep, you naturally lose moisture through breathing and sweating, leaving you dehydrated by morning. That's why drinking a full glass of water first thing is so powerful. It literally thins your blood, reducing strain on your heart, and regulating blood pressure right from the word go. While you sip that water, continue your gentle stretching. Reach your arms overhead, roll your shoulders, maybe even touch your toes or do a morning yoga session. These movements get circulation going, spreading hydration throughout your body. If you want to supercharge it, add a squeeze of fresh lemon and a dash of organic apple cider vinegar to your water. Look for one with the mother, the cloudy stuff at the bottom. This powerful combination helps balance your body's pH levels and supports healthy blood pressure. Plus, the vitamin C, antioxidants, and natural acids are going to support healthy skin and boost nutrient absorption throughout the day. Water is good. Lemon water is great. While you're at it, get as much natural light as early as possible. Open the curtains, sit by the window, or step outside. Natural light regulates your circadian rhythm, which controls nearly every system in your body. Studies show that people with disrupted circadian rhythms have significantly higher rates of stroke and heart disease. But if your internal clock is properly set by morning light, your body releases hormones at the right times, keeping blood pressure naturally stable. And if you can get actual sunshine on your skin later in the day, even better. People with lower vitamin D levels have significantly higher risk of stroke. Just 15 to 20 minutes of midday sun to your arms, legs, chest and back can make a remarkable difference. Okay, after you've hydrated, stretched, and got a little light, it's coffee time for most people, right? Good news here. Moderate coffee consumption, between 1 and 3 cups, has actually been linked to lower stroke risk in multiple studies. But here's what most people get wrong. Coffee creamers and flavored syrups. These completely cancel out the benefits. Most creamers are full of trans fats, fake sweeteners, and oils that harm your blood vessels, even the plant-based ones. If you enjoy creamy coffee, use unsweetened almond milk, a splash of real cream, or my personal favorite, a teaspoon of coconut oil blended in. The healthy fats actually slow caffeine absorption, giving you steadier energy without the crash. And of course, sugar and artificial sweeteners are awful for stroke risk and other health problems. So, if you currently drink sweet coffee or tea, try cutting that out. Now, what about breakfast? We'll get to the best breakfasts in a moment. But first, did you know that delaying your first meal could be one of the best stroke prevention habits? Intermittent fasting, where you restrict your eating to a specific window of time, has shown remarkable cardiovascular benefits. In a 2021 clinical trial, participants who intermittent fasted saw significant improvements in insulin resistance and blood glucose. These markers are important for both reducing your risk of diabetes as well as stroke. When you fast, even for just 12 to 16 hours, your body experiences a cascade of protective changes. Inflammation markers drop, insulin sensitivity improves, and your body activates cellular repair processes that strengthen your blood vessels. No need to go extreme. Finish your dinner by 7 p.m., eat at 7 a.m., and you've fasted 12 hours. Stretching it to 14 or 16 hours massively boosts the benefits. To achieve this, many people simply skip traditional breakfast and start their eating at lunchtime. Whenever you do choose to break your fast, what you eat matters tremendously. Breakfast literally sets the biochemical tone for your entire day. The foods you eat trigger a cascade of hormonal reactions that will either protect or damage your blood vessels for the next 24 hours. Let's talk about what most people eat for breakfast. Refined carbs and grains. Your typical bowl of cereal, piece of toast, bagel, or muffin are potential stroke triggers. Refined grains act like sugar, spiking your blood glucose within minutes. When this happens repeatedly, day after day, you're gambling with diabetes. Then we've got glycation. Glycation is when excess sugar molecules stick to proteins in your blood vessels, making them stiff and brittle. These stiff vessels are breeding grounds for plaque, the exact conditions behind stroke and heart attack. And refined grains don't just harm you in the moment, they trigger a hormonal roller coaster that affects you all day long. Do you ever have a midday energy crash? That might be your blood sugar plummeting after the initial spike. So stay away from breakfast cereals and bread. They're not ever a good choice, but especially as the first thing you eat. Likewise, orange juice is essentially a sugar bomb delivered directly to your bloodstream. And FYI, never trust a heart-healthy label. Food companies have learned to game nutrition rating systems, to the point where they're basically a marketing gimmick. So what should you eat instead? Eggs are truly a superfood for your brain and heart. They're packed with quality protein that regulates blood sugar and prevents those dangerous spikes. They also contain choline, a compound that supports the structural integrity of your brain. Likewise, avocados deliver heart-healthy, monounsaturated fats that improve how your cholesterol functions. If you're not sure about eggs, fats, and cholesterol, be sure to watch our video titled, "There is no bad cholesterol." I'll leave a link to that in the description box. Or you might prefer a bowl of Greek yogurt for breakfast. It's packed with protein to keep you satisfied and live cultures to boost your gut health. Sprinkle on a handful of blueberries, strawberries, or blackberries. They're packed with powerful anthocyanins and polyphenols that strengthen your blood vessel walls, And to take it up a notch, add a tablespoon of chia seed pudding on top. Just soak a couple tablespoons of chia seeds in water overnight. They absorb the liquid and create an amazing pudding-like texture. They're packed with omega-3s and fiber that help control inflammation and blood sugar. Next, make sure you move throughout the day. Long periods of sitting slows circulation, increasing your risk of blood clots. This is one of the biggest risk factors for stroke. Even if you exercise for an hour in the morning, it doesn't erase the effects of sitting for the rest of the day. That's why consistent movement, even small amounts, is key. Set a reminder to stand up and move for at least 1 minute every hour. If you have a smartwatch, many of them will automatically remind you to do this. And if you're sitting for long stretches on a long flight or in a movie, stretch your legs, roll your ankles, and move your arms. Even small movements help. Next, make your dinner light and early. None of this 10 p.m. dinner like they do in Spain. Late night eating keeps your blood sugar elevated when it should be dropping. And when that happens, your body can't shift into repair mode. Eat dinner at least 3 hours before bed. This gives your body time to stabilize and supports the natural overnight dip in blood pressure. Be sure to eat some bitter greens with either lunch or dinner. That's things like arugula, watercress, and dandelion. These are possibly the single most protective food for lowering stroke risk. They relax your arteries, improve blood flow, and regulate nitric oxide. All super important. And be sure to get enough magnesium too. If you're getting leg cramps, restless leg syndrome, or trouble sleeping, low magnesium might just be the reason. An estimated 50 to 60% of adults don't get enough, making it one of the worst modern deficiencies. Magnesium relaxes your muscles, calms your nervous system, and keeps your blood vessels flexible. You can get it from pumpkin seeds, almonds, and leafy greens, but most people still fall short. If you take a supplement, look for magnesium glycinate or citrate. They absorb well and are less likely to upset your stomach. Or take an Epsom salt bath. Epsom salt is rich in magnesium, which your muscles directly soak up through your skin. This is particularly fantastic if you have tight muscles. For extra calming effects, add a few drops of soothing essential oils, like lavender or tea tree. Tea tree has natural antifungal properties, which are fantastic if you're struggling with skin issues or stubborn toenail fungus. Before we get to the 2 most important habits, is this useful? If so, please click the like button. It really helps. To see future videos from us, click subscribe and turn notifications on. Okay, at number 2, never underestimate the power of taking time to decompress and release stress. Stress isn't just in your head. Chronic stress literally rewires your body. It throws your hormones off balance, especially cortisol. When cortisol stays high for too long, it messes with everything from blood sugar to sleep to fat storage. But one of the biggest markers is blood pressure. Stress is one of the biggest drivers of hypertension, increasing your risk for heart attack and stroke. And let me ask you something. When you're stressed, do you sleep well? Do you stick to the goals you set, the promises you made to yourself? For most people, the answer is no. Without regular decompression time, a bad day turns into a bad week. And it's easy to become stuck in an inescapable downward spiral. So carve out time to release stress. Read something, take up a weekly hobby, go bowling with your friends. Even better, set a time each night to stretch, breath slowly, roll around on a Swiss ball, or put your legs up the wall. Whatever it is, give your body and mind a chance to shift gears. And at number 1, the most important habit for the human body: go to bed at bedtime. A regular sleep schedule is vital for getting your circadian rhythm working properly. This is the single most important biological rhythm that keeps your body functioning. It's what tells your body when to repair tissue, when to release hormones, when to make us feel tired, hungry, or satiated. All of this happens automatically, behind the scenes, and works optimally if sleep timing stays consistent. But if your sleep is scattered or inconsistent, that system can't synchronize itself. Consistency matters. Lock it in and your body will take care of the rest. And of course, what you eat every day is one of the biggest factors of whether your body forms blood clots or prevents them. So next, watch our video on the top 7 foods that dissolve blood clots. Remember to click like and subscribe.